Chess on Wednesday, December 12th, 2018. This is your midday video from EverSpark Chess Subscription Services. Intraday ideas and analysis. Bulls regrouping nicely today after yesterday's, shall we say, disappointing fade. We know on Monday we had the potential breakdown, the reversal higher. Yesterday was kind of a confusing day, but getting some further follow-through higher on this S&P daily chart, updated intraday, of course. It gives Bulls a chance. I mean, let's not get carried away here. Again, in this service, you're going to get level-headedness, you're going to get discipline, you're going to get as objective analysis as we can here, and that's the point, because hopefully you've seen throughout this correction, many market players and pundits just have been whipped around, not just with their trading positions. That happens to all of us during correction. That's why we keep things light and tight. Tight is right? But also just with their market opinions. You'll see people opine on the markets and change their minds 30 different times during the day. And again, that's fine too. That's part of the game. But the point is to recognize what kind of market regime we're in, the tone and tenor. And as we've been saying, we're in this corrective market. So we acknowledge it's going to be confusing. It's going to be whippy. Our defense to blunt that, again, tighten up the process. Cash is a heavy position, right? Tight is right, light is right. That's why we say those things. So the point is, yes, we're following through higher. This chart is still far from a Picasso or anything really pretty. All we're doing is just holding a range. And we know Christmas is inside of 2 weeks. New Year's inside of 3 weeks as we wind down 2018. Are shorts really going to press here, or are they going to unwind their positions and back off into New Year's? Again, if we get some more follow through, especially with 2,700, you can envision a scenario where shorts will back off. And I just think that's where we are here. As you can see, the NASDAQ snapping back, small cap snapping back. That's where we are. We know there are some bright spots. I scaled part of the trade desk. I thought once it got over 147, it was a little bit of a gift for me short term. But I still love this one as a new potential leader. I went long ServiceNow, another name I think could be a new leader. Workday is right up there. Maybe a little tough to chase it here, but still, Workiva I think is actionable. It doesn't trade with much volume in the morning, so it was a little tough for me to take it when it was only trading 14,000 shares this morning. But still, software, you look at Twilio, right? You look at HubSpot. These names, Zscaler looks to be on the radar. Splunk, some of these cybersecurity plays like Splunk, these go nice little tight pockets, right? FireEye bouncing back from a rough session yesterday, impressively. That's what we want to see, pardon me. That's what we want to see. CyberArk looking darn good. And look, if we get momentum again, we can open up our game and get little guys like little Zix, right? So software. Medical technology like Edwards Life, EW, right? Glaukos, if it goes, it did go back green, flagging nicely. Herbalife, controversial, but she's moving. Also want to point out, Wingstop did hold up well here. It's moving higher. Had every chance to kind of break down. It didn't. It's been, as far as restaurants goes and that kind of thing, it's holding up pretty well. I need to also point out Cameco, CCJ, uranium miner. We pointed out quadruple U, that's acting well, but Cameco looks more actionable in the strength here. Sunrun and Solar also looking darn good. Cabot isn't bad, but obviously that's not really the toast of the town today. The toast of the town looks to be software. More than anything else, those names are doing quite well. Team, Okta, I still think they're pretty actionable here into strength. Again, I went with ServiceNow. I just like the shakeout on the right side of a long base. To me, that's pretty good. Twitter, never going to be easy, but it is moving higher here. Trying to break over 36 is a good sign. And yes, I know the FANG names are moving higher. It's just tough to trust them technically. They've suffered so much damage here. Same with Booking and Square and NVIDIA. But again, I wouldn't short them here. My only short now is Visa, basically toying with the 50-day moving average. Holding it for now. Still holding SSRM. Looking explosive, by the way. Looking for Randgold and another Barrick Gold re-entry in precious miners. But pleased with SSRM here. Disappointing action. Natural gas this week. No way to sugarcoat it. It had a chance. It reversed lower. Weekly inventory reports tomorrow morning, so I'm just going to step aside altogether. Took it off the watch list until afterwards. Tesla's still hanging tough, looking good. I want to see it over 370, but hard to complain with that. Action again, AYX, another software, maybe a little tough to chase. And I think some of the other names we looked at are probably like Team, a little more actionable here. Names like RealPage have suffered damage. We talked about MindBody. They've suffered damage, so not all software is beautiful. They need more strength to heal. Cornerstone is trying to emerge from a base. So, again, at the moment, let's just stick with the good quality charts. I mean, if you want to scoop up and go bottom fishing, I think Snapchat, if we are going to get a Christmas rally, Snapchat, GoPro, it makes sense to rally, but only if you're disciplined. A stop loss right here, below today's lows or recent lows, and you have to respect it. If you're right, you'll get upside. If you're wrong, you need to be disciplined. I think it's, on some level, it's kind of as simple as that. Again, still a couple hours to go before the end of the day. Let's not get carried away. Deutsche Bank is rallying. That's a good sign. These dreadful banks are off the mat, at least for today. I'm not saying everything's healed. I'm not saying, it's all rainbows and sunshine, everything like that from here. But the VIX is coming in. The VIX ETFs are coming in here. And so my thinking is methodically add exposure as we get towards Christmas and everything like that. And the market's trying to rally. New Age Beverages, good look here. With pot stocks, I think Aurora Cannabis is still a really interesting name. Wish the chart was a little better, but David's Tea, another one, could follow New Age Beverages higher, but believe they have earnings coming right up. So pot stocks still super, super speculative. New Age Beverages probably with the best chart anyway of them all. Kronos after the Altria capital injection flagging well, but yeah, that news is already kind of out there. Okay, we'll leave it there into the afternoon, debating a couple of those plays we just ran through at Chess Trades on Twitter, chess1gmail.com. Thank you so much.